Match question. Malignant tumors, destroyed tumors, no. AIDS, metastasis, lymphoid tissue. So A will be 3. A3 is in 1, 3, 4. So next, MALT is mucosa associated lymphoid tissue. So lymphoid tissue is over here, B4. A3, B4 is in 1 and 3. Next, we have to find out C is either 2 or 1. NACO is AIDS, definitely. So our answer is option number 1. So mark it quickly on OMR sheet. 175, 1. So we attempted this question in around 40 seconds. So let's understand each and everything given in this question. First one, malignant tumors. So metastasis is a property of tumors to dislodge from the primary site where they are developing and enter in the bloodstream or lymph and then travel to other parts of the body. So because of that, it is called metastatic tumor or malignant tumor. And let's see the classification of tumors. So first things first, you will come across this term, control, with respect to cancer. So a normal cell will show property of contact inhibition. It will stop dividing once it forms the required number of cells, and they will differentiate into the tissue type. But in case of cancer cells, there will be uncontrolled growth and there will be lack of differentiation. So this image shows the level of control, the intracellular signaling that keeps on going every time. So this you will study in higher class if you pursue masters in science, especially the molecular biology and PhD in cells biology, molecular biology, immunology, stem cell research and cancer research. So this is just to give you an idea of the level of control a normal cell has. So if this is the layer of cells, okay, so if due to injury these cells are lost, so new cells will divide and they will fill the gap. But in case of tumors, both benign and malignant, there will be overgrowth in this area because of loss of control over cell division. And this overgrowth is called tumor because this is palpable, this is visible. There will be swelling seen in that area affected. But the good thing is in benign tumors, the cells grow slow. This is very important. And they do not invade to other parts of the body. So because of the slow growth, they cause little damage to other cells. Now next one, the third category is malignant tumors. They do not show contact inhibition. So neoplasia, this term comes from neo is new and plasia is the protoplasm which is forming due to excessive cell division. So neoplastic transformation is the other term given to malignant tumors. And this is what is cancer. Benign tumors are not called cancer. Cancer is the actual state in which the cells they start to proliferate uncontrollably and they move to other areas in body. So they show lack of contact inhibition, they grow rapidly and they invade and damage surrounding cells. And they acquire the property of metastasis. This is what was asked in the question. Metastasis is the ability or the property of the cells to dislodge from the primary site, the location, and enter the blood or lymph. So this is used for circulation. And then they reach distant site, which is called secondary site. So this is about malignant tumors. Now next one, MALT. Mucosa associated lymphoid tissue. Where all mucosa is seen? Mucus is seen where? They can ask you this question. Three important areas which you should know is, first one is the respiratory tract. Next one, gastrointestinal tract, or you can say the digestive system, respiratory system, digestive system, and urinary system and reproductive system. So together they are called urogenital system. Okay. There you will see a coating of mucus. And below the mucosal coating will be lot of cells, lymphoid cells. It will be macrophages, then dendritic cells, then T cells, NK cells, and they are like soldiers, and they are patrolling the area for any potential pathogen and prevent entry via these systems. So MALT forms very important component of our immune system. Let's read what is given about it. First things first, you need to remember the full form. It is mucosa associated lymphoid tissue. There is lymphoid tissue also located within the lining of major tracts. So this is what I covered: respiratory, digestive, urogenital tract. And this is called MALT. And it constitutes 50% of the lymphoid tissue in human body. So because it is the most sensitive area, imagine if there is no if these soldiers are not there, anything which you consume, we don't consume sterile food or sterile water. Okay, we do not inhale sterile air. So the pathogens which can enter via these two systems is enormous. And this is the reason why 50% of the lymphoid tissue is dedicated to protect our body via these routes. Next one, NACO, National AIDS Control Organization. So important role of NACO is in educating, and via education they can prevent infection. Very important. So education regarding prevention of AIDS is important, and that is an important aim of NACO. And the other thing will be the post-exposure prophylaxis. So this will include the detection test. That means the diagnosis, and then medicine. So treatment, which is antiretroviral therapy. Now, in addition to antiretroviral therapy, other lifestyle changes will be suggested to patients. So that counseling is also taken care of by NACO. So education for prevention and detection, diagnostic test and treatment and counseling, all these are important activities of NACO. Last one is the interferon. So patients are given substances like alpha interferon, which activate their immune system and help in destroying the tumor. Now, having said that, it is not this simple, because as I showed you in the cell signaling slide, this one, and once you start a therapy with interferon, so cancer has the ability to find out a compensatory mechanism to bypass interferon therapy. And this is the reason interferon is not the therapy. Okay. So if the doctor has to decide about the treatment regime of cancer patient, he will have to look into lot of parameters to design a therapy which is suitable for that patient. So it has to be highly personalized treatment, which will include surgery, radiotherapy, chemotherapy, immune therapy, and other lifestyle modifications. So that's all about this particular question. Thank you so much for watching my video.